Well, hi everyone. I am sitting in my library today because I am updating my book journal and I wanted to take you along for the ride. So let's check it out. Hi everyone, I'm Crystal from A Crystal Clear Life, where we focus on planning, organizing, and living a more simplified life. Today, I am setting up my book journal challenge for 2023, and I wanted to take you along and show you what I was working on. So let's get into the computer and I will show you my book journal. So my book journal is created in OneNote, just like everything else that I do. It is one of the notebooks in my planning system here, and I wanted to show you, here's the cover, and you can see up here on the cover, I've been keeping a book journal in OneNote since 2016, actually before that, but formally since 2016. So I want to go up here, the first thing I want to do is change this date to 2023 so that we can include this year as well. Okay, so this is my cover. It is a download from DCP Digital's, the green background here with the spiral and the pen, and the stickers that you see are from Pretty Planner Place. It's their Autumn Splendor, and I just thought that they went so well together, as is the little post-it note down here on the side. Okay, now, do you have to use a template like this? No, but I find that it helps keep things organized for me. For example, if I am doing book reviews, let's find a book review for you. Here's one from the Gunkel. I have a format that I can keep, and it fits nicely on the notebook page as well, with the structure of the rings and all of that kind of thing. Let's see if I can see one that doesn't have. Okay, here is a review that was not structured. This was Kindle notes that I took while I was reading this book called Bomb. And so you see all of the Kindle notes are listed here. It's pretty cool that you can take all of that information and mix it together. So from my cover, I would like to set up my reading challenge for this year. I have a whole section in my notebook up here called Challenges, so I'm going to jump to that section. And here in my challenges, I was keeping a books that I wanted to read list here. But what I really want to show you is my 365-day challenge. So you see here, this is a calendar that I set up. It's a perpetual calendar. Downloaded it from Calendarpedia. And I just really set it up for the 365 days of 2022. So I want to go in and label that 2022, okay? And then, because I like this format and none of these dates that are on here have any days associated with them, what I can simply do is I can go in here and right-click this page, make a copy of it, and I am going to leave it where it's at. So I'm going to leave it in this section, which is my book journal under Challenges, and I'm going to make a copy of that. When I do that, you see that it will put that copy right down here at the bottom. So if I go down and click on that, you can see there is the same page. All right, now I need to go in and clean this up for 2023. First thing I'm going to do is label it 2023 365-day challenge. I'll change this number down here also to be 2023. I like the key that I was using, this little book symbol, or the headphones for audio, or this little tablet for an ebook. But all I need to do now is go in here and delete all of this information. So all I'm doing is highlighting it and clicking delete, and it goes away. So let me speed this up so you don't have to sit here forever and watch me clean this out. Okay, so there we have the empty, blank, ready for 2023 planner. So you see here that I have a link to my monthly dashboard. What I like to do is I like to be able to go back and forth between my monthly dashboard and my reading challenge. Okay, so let me show you how to do that. So if I'm here on my reading challenge page, I can go down to the page title and I can right click and I can say copy link to page. When I do that, that link is now stored in memory, and I'll go here to my January dashboard and I will simply insert now a link for that. So I'll go up to my insert menu and I'll click on the word link, and it will come up and say, what text would you like to display? And I'm going to say 365-day challenge. And then it says what is the address, and here I can paste in the address. The other way that I could do this is I could go down to the notebooks and I could find my book journal, which is down here, my book journal. I could go to the challenges section. I could open that up, find the 2023 challenge, choose it and say OK, and that will then put that link in. Okay, so now I have the 365-day reading challenge. Right there. And if I click on that, it takes me directly to the 365-day challenge. Now I need to edit this one that says monthly dashboard because that took me back to December of 2023. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to right click that. I'm going to say edit link. And when that comes up, I can go into my 2023 Life Planner and I can go to January and I can choose my January dashboard and I can say OK. And now when I click on that button, it takes me to my January dashboard. And when I click on the reading challenge, it takes me back to my reading challenge. Now, how do I use this reading challenge? Well, what I like to do is I like to put a title and an author for the book that I am reading. One of the books that I am reading is called The Seatmate. And if I jump out to Google, I can type in the word The Seatmate and I get a picture of the cover. Which I can copy if I would like to. Let's see. I will copy this image and I will take it back to OneNote and I will paste it into one of my cells so that I know that that is the book that I started to read, and then I can go down here and put the author and that kind of thing. Then I can continue adding the number of pages that I read, or I can simply continue to say, you know, the seatmate, the seatmate, the seatmate until I finished the seatmate. And then I have a record of the books that I read and how long it took me to read them and that kind of thing. I am somebody who usually reads 2 or 3 books at a time. I'm usually listening to an audiobook. I have a book on my Kindle that I read, and I have a regular book that I read. And so sometimes they overlap, and sometimes, you know, it's just kind of nice to be able to keep track of them. I am not somebody who tries to set a goal for reading X number of books, because I like to read and enjoy books and not push myself to read too much. On average, I read about 24 to 30 books a year, but sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less. Anyway, I just wanted to get this reading challenge set up for this year. I wanted to get it linked to my monthly dashboard page so that as I'm looking at my dashboard, I can go quickly from one to the other. Anyway, there are all kind of other reading things that you can keep track of in your journal. As I was showing you earlier, I do have a page where I just have a template where I fill out information about the book that I'm reading. I did an entire video on this page when I created it. I will put a link up above if you would like to check that out. I have 1 or 2 of these to fill out for books that I've already read this year, so I'm looking forward to doing that. The one final thing that I would like to do is I'm going to pull this page all the way up to the top so that it is at the top of my reading challenge section. When I look at it, I tend to leave these in backwards order, so the most recent is at the top. And you can see all the way down here I have books read in 2016, 2017, that kind of thing. Okay? All right, well, thanks. I would love to know what kind of books you like to read. I read everything from mysteries to historical fiction to, what are some light romance kinds of things to lots of nonfiction. I read self-help books, productivity books, that kind of thing. Leave me a comment and let me know what kind of books you like to read or who your favorite author is. I like to get onto a series and read the entire thing. I am halfway through the Louise Penny series of Three Pines and the Inspector Gamache series. And so I'm looking forward to getting back to reading some more of those this year. But I'm always looking for new and interesting authors. So if you have somebody that you like that you would recommend to me, go ahead and leave it in the comment. I would really appreciate that. And I want to say thanks for watching today. If you are a OneNote user or if you are new to OneNote, I have a lot of videos on this channel about using OneNote in various ways. Please feel free to take a look at those. If you have any questions or want to get in touch, go ahead and leave me a comment. If you've learned something new or liked anything in this video, please give me a thumbs up. Think about subscribing if you have not already. And until next time, here's hoping that you can live a more organized and simplified life through better planning. I use OneNote. Until next time, okay, bye.